Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard the learning train. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Ange. Desmond. Hello, hello, hello. We got the hearts this morning. It is a Monday. We always start off with those hearts. It is a new week. It is a new month. But for many of you, nothing will change. It is a new week. It is a new month in the markets. Will it be another red month or will it be another green month? Good morning. Thank you, Powder, Mr. Dave, user, the believer. Thank you, everybody. We got to hammer those hearts. Thank you, Sue Felicia, Christopher Miller. Mr. Dave, there he is. Good morning, everybody. Sue Felicia, Joel Swims. Let's go, JJ. Hello over there, everybody. It's a new month. It is a new week. The choice is yours. Good morning, Ramez. Jade, hello. How we doing? Let's go, Mr. Curtis. Yes, it is. Right now, we are at 3.1 thousand taps. We have to get to 200,000 every day, no matter if it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No matter what it is, Wednesday, third Wednesday. Mike Spencer with the heart puff. Bill Boyle. Thank you, Jade, for the heart me. Get your heart me's in. Very important. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We'd love to have you part of the community. Shouty Stringer! Tiana Monet! JDM, there he is. Marcus! So what do we got going on? Oh my God, the news, boss, the news. We don't care. We don't care. Oh my God, we're bleeding out, boss. Relax, you're not bleeding out. Our whip zones are in place. We go right to work, right to our usual. All right, what do we got going on here? We got a triple bottom right there. Wham, wham, wham. As we pull this back to our execution time frames, my beauty, we're narrow. We are in position 2. Yeah, I got a triple bottom right here, 676. Mark that down. Triple deuce. All right. 676, and then we're going to start looking possibly for that reversal back up. Above 680, over that whole number with a retest, you have room up to 683, and then you get inside the whip zone, and I would wait till you're over 688 to the upside. Okay, my beauties? That is Miss Market this morning. As we head over to them cues, woo! Let's see what we got on the cues. Much of the same. We're narrow. We are in position two to the downside. So what we do now, for anyone who's new here or who wants to learn how to trade from scratch, we are putting in our major support and resistance levels. What these levels are is where price is most likely going to reject and go in the opposite direction, okay? You're in a narrow state, position two. Your first stop here is 599 on the cues. Your second stop of support will be there at 596. So make sure you mark these two levels down on the cues for support. Of course, we know back over 602, you got to retest it. You'll have room up to 604. Then you got to get through the whip zone. All right. Then I want you over 610. 610 for a move up to 616. Hello, S-String. How are you? Good to see you. K. Braden. Yes, it is. Thank you, Miss Braden. I hope Mexico is treating you well. AMD. All right, here we go on AMD. The state is a narrow, my beauties. We are in a narrow state on AMD. We're down in position two this morning. A little position two. We got two 200s right there to the upside and a 20. So that's a doozy. You got a triple bottom down here at 194 on AMD, okay? So to the downside, we got a triple deuce right there. Triple bottom it is at 194. Back over 201, you have room up to this major resistance level here. These are two 200s and a 20 on the higher time frames. We do not want to trade into 204. Mark that down. 204 is a major supply level, so be really leery of that sucker. As we head over to MU, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Also, congratulations to all our new VIP the last 3 days. Holy moly, we got a lot of new VIP in that VIP community. So congratulations to you. You have made an excellent decision on taking your trading seriously. It is now up to you to get to work in there, and let's see what you're made of. MU, we are in a narrow state. We are in position one to the downside here on MU. You got room down to 393. 393 will be your first stop here on MU to the downside. Now, as we come up the board on this, my beautiful traders, above 420, you got to get over 420. You will have room up to 438 on MU this morning. What was that? Hold on, I'm coming, everybody. Hold on, I'm coming. Mr. Dave with the Swan. Yo, thank you, Mr. Dave. Yes, it is. MSFT, the old Microsoft. Let's see what we got on Microsoft this morning, my beauties. Let's see what we got. All right, right now we are in a narrow state on Microsoft, and we are in the whip zone here on Microsoft. All right, that's exactly where we want her. All right, let's see. We got some resistance to the upside, so you got to be careful with this, okay? All right, on Microsoft, narrow whip zone under 390. We got room down to 381 this morning here on Microsoft. I want you back over 398. We don't want to trade above the whip zone into that resistance. We just don't have a big enough channel. So let's get back over 398, have room up to 404. As we start entering 404, 405 area, we got a major supply area here for shorters, okay? So mark this area down between 404 and 406-ish on Microsoft this morning. Good morning, OTR. How are you? PLTR, you got it. Hello, my beautiful YTers over there. I can see your comments today. Good to see you. All right, PLTR, we got a big whip zone here. All right, that tells you a few things here, you know what I'm saying? So we got to watch this sucker. We got a big whip zone. We are narrow. We are in position two to the upside this morning here on PLTR. Everyone's like, I'm going to the moon. No, you're not. 145, you got major resistance. Major resistance there. You ain't going anywhere, my beauties, and you got a triple bottom down there. So here we go. We are narrow. This is currently your gap up. Oh my God, pre-market. I'm going to trade everything. That is your gap up there on PLTR. We know the novices love to go chase that at the open. But the problem they're going to run into is whammo! 145. We got the granddaddy of them all. Uh-oh. We got Mr. Granddaddy up there, my beauties. All right. Currently, your 50% retracement level right now is 140. If you get up to the granddaddy, your 50% retracement level back will be 142 to the upside. What do you think is worth investing in right now? VOSS, Muchaw. VOSS. Pop up, K. Braden, Daniela Ulina, John McGarvey. Thank you so much. We got one more heart left to finish off this challenge. OKLO for Tiana Monet. Bum, 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 bum. We are in a narrow state on OKLO. We are in position two to the downside on OKLO. Got some resistance up there on OKLO. Got a couple 200s, all right? So keep that in mind. As we go back, we look for more support to the downside. Right now, we're narrow, and we are in position two to the downside. You're going to run right in here into $60. That is major support level. You got a whole number psychological level there, all right? And you also got a 1 hour pivot. Under 60 with a retest, you have room down to $57. You got to get back over 63.38. You'll have room up to $65 and $66 up here. Right here, you're going to have some resistance, so mark that down. Lakeside, nothing runs. These aren't horses. You're not gambling, all right? You got to get rid of that gambling mentality. Lakeside. NQ. Bam, bam. We are in a narrow state on NQ. Yes, it is here on NQ this morning. As we pull this back, my beauties, we are going to give you some fantastic levels. Right here on your execution time frame, you are narrow. You got to get over 25,058, and then you have room up to 25,292 and 25,457 to the upside on NQ. Back to the downside, under 24,887. You have room down to 24,689 and then 24,442 on NQ. Coin, hello, DW. W. All right, coin, we are narrow. Yes, yes. We are in position two to the downside here on the Coin-a-Roonies. Coming into some support there, DW. Yeah, coming into some support there, DWs. All right, as we pull this back to our execution time frame. Whoop. Right here, my beauty, DW. Right there, you got support, 170 and 168. So as you fall into this support, this is a demand level for buyers to possibly take this back up. All right, don't get caught in this box as they're gaining size and you're trying to short in there. Back under 167.83, you'll have room down to 164 on coin. Back over 176.34, yes it is. You got room up to 179. That'll be your first stop on coin. You're betting, Miss Terry. That's why you're losing all the time, because you're betting. Let's go, Boeing. Bang, bang. How do we get these amateurs to stop using these gambling words? You think it's possible? Folks, you think it's possible? We are in an arrow state on Boeing. We are in position 1 to the upside on Boeing. Bang, bang. See, gambling to me insults my intelligence. I'm too smart to do that. Right? It's like insulting. It's like me insulting myself. We are narrow, position 1. We got room up to 232. Yes, it is. 232 on Boeing. Back under 225. Well, baby, you got room down to 222. As always, traders, look to your left. I'm going to give you a little hint here. Look to your left. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. It's March. I don't have to wait 5 minutes anymore. Yes, it is. Hello, Angel. How are you? Meta, yes. Bump, 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 bump. All right, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1. Was I the only one that went the whole month listening to my rules and keeping the promises I make to myself? Probably. All right, here we go. All right, on Meta, we are in a narrow state, position 1. You got room down to 629. 629 and 614 on Meta this morning, my beauties. Okay, back over 649 he is. You got room up to 659 and 673 this morning on Meta. We have a lot of things on watch this morning. If you want to know what those symbols are, you're going to head over to the VIP. We got so many VIP traders joining. It is unbelievable because they want to learn how to trade the right way. And you should. You're going to head over to the VosTrading.com. That's where you go to get into our glorious VIP. All right? You're going to meet a lot of new friends in there as well. You could also click the LINK in my BIO. Cisco, yes, do it. CSCO, Cisco to the moon. Let's see what we got on Cisco. Right now on Cisco, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently here on Cisco. As you start mapping out these major support and resistance levels, you must follow them, okay? Right now, under $78.43, you have room down to $77 this morning here on Cisco. Back over $79.55, you got room up to $81 on Cisco. Jay Dobbins with the $2 super boom. Thank you, Mr. Dobbins. Bump, 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 bump. Second day in the VIP, Eric. Well, congratulations to you. UNH, you are in for a treat. Wait till tomorrow night's live training at 7 p.m. Eastern Time by me. UNH, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. But right here, look at that sucker. We do not want to short into that bad boy. 288, you're not going to go very far. 288 he is. Unfortunately, a lot of amateurs are going to lose today. Their accounts are going to be ripped apart because they're listening to news, okay? And we're going to take a 2-second chance to say a prayer for them because they're not going to make it. 2 seconds, everybody. Moment of silence for all the amateurs today. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we are in a bullish neutral state. We are in position 2. You got room down to 288 and 285.50, but you got to get narrow. Do not short this. It's going to be choppy until you get narrow. Back over 294.19. You got room up to 296 and 299 on UNH. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate that. SLV is All right, we are in a narrow state on SLV. We are in the whip zone this morning here on SLV. Bam. Bam. All right, here we go on SLV above 85.05. We got room up to $88. $88 will be your first stop here on SLV this morning, okay? And then we know, of course, stand by. We got 3 dinosaurs on the board, babies. Under $84. Get under that whole number. Do not trade into the whole number. Get under it. And then you have room down to $82 on SLV, okay? Zed Method! Chalet Stringer! Mr. Dave! Boom! Thank you, Shelly, Mr. Dave, Zed Method. Holy moly, Batman. Holy moly, Batman. Why market goes down? Why market go down? Market goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways. Market cycle. It's always going to go up, down, and sideways. XOM, let's go. We are in. We're starting to get a little wide here on XOM. Uh-oh, do we have the novice gap? Powder, we got it. We got the novice gap, baby. On XOM, we got the novice gap on XOM. Yikes, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to short this thing to hell. All right, here we go. I might have to do XOM today. This is our move up. Your 50% retracement level will be here at 157. You are in a bullish neutral state. I'm going to repeat that. You are in a bullish neutral state. You are in position 3. Do not go long on this. Don't do it. AMD. But they will, Powder. They will. We are in an arrow state in position 2. Right here, your first level of support's coming up at 194 on AMD. You got to get under 194 with a retest, and then you'll have room down to 190.50. You got to get back over the whip zone. Yes, it is. Over 201. And then you have room up to this major supply area up here at 204. Traders, listen. If there's one thing you're ever going to listen to me about, is do not try to go long into that level. Okay? Don't do it. Not today, at least. Uber! All right, here we go on the Uber-Rooney. The Oopsters, the Ubers. We are in a bearish neutral state here on Uber. We are in position 2 to the downside on Uber. Oh, boy. It's going to be a bad day for amateurs. It's going to be a bad day. Miss Market, why are you going to do this to them? Yikes. All right, Uber, we are in position 2. You got room down to $73. That will be your first stop here on Uber of support, and then $72 on Uber. To the upside for a long, you got to get back over 75.36. You'll have room up to 76.50. That'll be your first stop to the upside, and then 78.50. Hello, Kevin Mahan, DW over there on the YTs. We love you over there. Hit that follow button on the YTs. Nvidia, let's go. Everyone's like, Voss, how do you always know when the new traders or novice traders are going to lose big all the time? I can just tell by the setups. Just by the way these symbols are set up. I hate it. I don't want to know it. It makes me really sad. But you can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to. All right, here we go on Nvidia. We are in a bearish neutral state. You got room down on 171, all right? So right here, my beauties, as you start falling into 171 and 169, that is a major demand area, all right? So watch that level right here. Mark those down. Back under 168.57 with a retest, you'll have room down to 164 this morning here on Nvidia. But you got to get back over that whip zone above 180. And then you will have room up to 187. See up here, you got major supply level up here. Look at that. Wham, 1, wham, 2. So you do have room between 180 and 186 to the upside. Hello, LJB. How are you, my brother? My brother. What else are we looking at, my beautiful traders? Jessica Pylock, adorable dude. JL Haba. Thank you so much. Let's hammer away at some donuts this morning. NQ, you got it. You got it, my brothers and sisters. NQ, we got to get back over at 25,058. 25. You'll have room up to 25,292 on NQ this morning, okay? Back under 24,887, we have room down to 24,689. Yes. IWM and a little Apple. All right, we are in a narrow state on IWM. We are in position deuce number 2 to the downside here on IWM. Whoop, I'm going to give you all those levels. Bam, bam, bam. All right, here we go. IWM. Currently, we are in position 2. You got room down to 255 on IWM. Hello, EJ Blast. How are you? Good to see you. 255 will be your first stop. And then you got room down to 252 on IWM. Now, traders, if you do get above 258, you got to retest it, and then you'll have room up to 260. 260, okay? But you got to get over 262, and then you got room up to 264. Up here around 264 and 263, we got major resistance. Isn't this fun, everybody? Apple. When you know what you're doing, trading is just like, duh. When you don't know what you're doing, you're like, this thing's so hard. All right, right now on Apple, we are in a neutral, bearish state. We are in position 1 to the downside. I think about all the things I used to do, and I'm totally embarrassed. Sometimes I sit there and I'm hysterically laughing, and my wife's like, what are you laughing about? The things I used to do when I traded. Well, right now we are in a bearish neutral state, position 1. You got room down to 258. 258, 256 here on Apple. All right, back to the upside. Above the whip zone of 268, we do not want to trade into 271. We just don't have a big enough channel in here to make a trade worth it. It's just not worth it. So let's get over 271. We'll have room up to 276 and 281 on Apple. You need to learn price action. Yep, I agree. Sierra! Hello, Sierra. INSW. Bump, 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 bump. It's not how much volume during the hours of 9:30. That's for sure. We are in a neutral state. Let me see how big this. Yeah, oh yeah. Don't chase this to the upside. Powder, we got a novice gap again. Another novice gap here on INSW. INSW. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. INSW. Don't do it. You have a novice gap. Let me take you from this way. This is where the amateur guys are ripped apart. Oof. All right, let me give you a 50% retracement level here. Your 50% will be $78 back down, okay? What else are we looking at, my beauties? Amazon to the moon. I love you guys. I love you all in here. I just want to say that some of you, well, there's a lot of you that are working very hard to become a better trader. And there is nothing better than that journey. And one thing I want to tell you all, to my beautiful traders and my beautiful viewers, if you're thinking about trading, you're in the right place, is embrace the journey. Just because it's hard doesn't mean you don't embrace the journey. This is going to change you. Remember that. It's going to change who you are. All right, here we go. We are in a bullish neutral state on Amazon. We are in position 2 to the downside. Major support here at 203. Mark that down. 203, major support on Amazon to the downside. Under 203 with a retest, you have room down to 196. Back over the whip zone of 210 of 33. You have room up to 213, my beautiful traders. Thank you, Shelly. Appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. MNQ, you got it. Sourced perfectly. What's perfectly sourced, by the way? All right, here we go on MNQ. Under 24,872, you have room down to 24,774 and 24,649. Please mark those levels down. You got to get back over 25,058 right here. You'll have room up to 25,156 and 25,294.50. After this hits all these levels, whichever way it decides to go, you're going to say, oh my God, this bald-headed guy, well, now I have hair, but we will be bald again. How does he know all of this? Walmart. Whoops. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state on Walmart. He is Walmart. All right, Walmart. Narrow. Back over 128.62. Watch the whole number of 129 right there. And then we got room up to 132 on Walmart. All right, my beauties. Under the whip zone. Yes, it is. Under 127. My amazing people, do not short into 127. Don't short into a whole number. It's not going to work, okay? So get under retested, then you have room down to 126. Right here between 126 and 126. You have a little demand level there, okay? You have some support there. You want to get under this, retest that, and then you have room down to 124 on Walmart. SoFi, and then Google is. We are at 117,000 taps as we're on our way to over 200,000 taparoonies. Narrow on SoFi. We are narrow in position 2 on SoFi. All right, SoFi, here we go. We are narrow. We are in position 2. You have room down to $16 area, okay, for a short to the downside. Back over 1778. Watch that whole number right here. See it? Boom. That is a doozy. A lot of traders like to trade into whole numbers, and then they lose. So let's get over 18, hold it, and then you have room up to this resistance level of $18.79 and $19, okay? Right here, major resistance to the upside. Once you get up here, if you take the correct entry, all right? Once you get up here, wrap it up, okay? Get out. Do not hold it. You're not going to the moon, I promise you. Trista, thank you for the follow, beautiful. Akora, thank you for the follow. Thank you for all those amazing follows today. Hair by my POV, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tesla, yes it is. Let's see what we got on Tesla. All right, Tesla, right now we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside. Be careful down here. We're going to go over this in a second, okay? All right, here we go on Tesla. Right now we're narrow, but right here, what do we have? Between 388 and 383. Look at this. You are falling into demand. Be very, very careful in here, okay? Very careful. Oh, you're at the 50% retracement level. If you come down here into this support area, you have room back up to 392, okay? Back over I'm not going to say it. Above 407.63, you have room up to 419 and 436 on Tesla. Just be careful on this today, okay, everybody? Coin. What happened to my whip zone here? Hold on. Got to redo it. All right, we are in a narrow state on coin. We are in position 2 on the coin. Rooney's. Bam. Bam. All right, here we go on coin. Position 2, narrow, back under 169.92 with a retest. You have room down to 162 here on a coin, 162. Back over 176.31, my beautiful traders. You have room up to 179 and 183. Well, welcome to the VIP user. Everybody, welcome user to the VIP. Google. Bump up. We'll get you all tagged up once the live's over, okay, in the VIP chat. Please do everything that we tell you in the opening welcome message, okay? We are in a narrow state on Google. We are in position 2 to the downside here on the Google-roonies. Young run. All right, Google, narrow, position 2, 302, first stop of support. Under 302 with a retest, you have room down to 297 here on the Gooksters. Back over 312 on Google. You got room up to 322 and 328 this morning on Google. Netflix. You should know, Ira P. You should know, right? Thank you for your comment, Ira. Thank you for supporting the stream in a positive way. That is the way to be a good human. Thank you so much. All right. FLX. All right, here we go on Netflix. We are in a neutral bullish state in the whip zone. Above $97. You got to get over 97. We don't trade into whole numbers, okay? You'll have room up to 103. Mark that down. Back under 93.88. 93.88. You have room down to $88 and $81 on Netflix. XOM, don't be full fit, Wakely. You have the novice gap, my brother. You got the novice gap. All you're worried about on XOM, 157, 50% level. Mongo Man, how was your cold shower, Mongo? What's up, Timmy? Hello, T-Wall. How are you? Spy, yes. If you're here for the first time, my beautiful people, hit that follow button. We're on every day for you. We make you laugh. We teach you how to trade a little bit, and we have access to an amazing VIP community if you so choose. Narrow on SPY. You are in position 2. You got room down to 676. Under 676 with a retest, you have room down to 671, okay? Now, back over 680, my traders. You do have room up to 683 with a retest, all right? But above 683, you then want to get over 688 for a room up to 690 and 692, okay? Hello, Aramis. Thank you, JJ, for the follow. Nvidia. Let's do it. Nvidia, we are in a neutral bearish state. Yes, we are in position 2. You got room down to 171 and 168.50 here on Nvidia. Back over 180, my beauties. You have room up to 187. 187. Pablo, Michelle Mabel, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Do you think we will see red today? Sure. You're going to see red today. You're going to see green today. You're going to see both. How's that? So you just asked about red. I gave you another one. You are going to see red and you're going to see green. Hello, Christopher Miller, Michelle Mabel. We got to finish these donuts off. Let's go, my beauties. The Qs. The Qs, yes, it is. We are narrow in position 2. You got room down to 596 and 593 here on the Qs, all right? Right now in this current position, remember, got to know your positions, traders. Whoa. No, put that back. There we go. Back over 599. You watch that 600 level. You got room up to 602 and 604. IONQ. Right now, we are in a narrow state on IONQ. We are in position 2 to the downside here on IONQ, as though we are running into major support there. You don't want to mess with that sucker. And we will show you in a second. As we pull this back to our execution time frame, all my beautiful traders and viewers, you got room down to $34. $34, major support there. You got a 200 and a whole number. Under $34 with a retest, then it'll be resistance. You'll have room down to $30 on IONQ. But above $38.40, yes, it is. You got room up to $42 and $44 this morning here on IONQ. Hello, Marcus. Pablo! We got something new this morning, everybody. You want to see it? You want to see it? We'll spice this up a little bit. Huh? We got the Tiny Diny in love. Look at this. How cute is this thing? We got the Tiny Diny in love. Yes. Pablo. Thank you. Taro. GPS. Thank you. Hello, Hamilton. How are you, my friend? BTDR. BTDR. Trading options, penny stock options. Woof. All right, I'll do it for you. Here we go. We're in a narrow state. By the way, this thing doesn't have much volume, so keep that in mind as well, okay? All right, here we go. BTDR. But I'll do whatever you want, my beauties. Whatever you want, my beauties. No judging in here. Maybe just a little bit. All right, PTDR. We are narrow. Position 1 to the downside here. We got room down to $7. Whammo! $7 will be your first stop to the downside. Above $7.76, you have room up to $8 hold number and $8.20 on BTDR. Do you guys like that? I mean, I would rather trade a deck of cards than this thing. Jesus. Just saying, you know? Microsoft. I'm just trying to protect you guys, you know? Sometimes you lean a little humor in there. What happened to my level, damn it? All right, hold on. We got to read. Oh, no, we never did MSTR. I think we started it, but I never did it. Sorry. Uh-oh. All right, MSTR. We are narrow. We are in the whip zone under 127.92. We got room down to 122. Yes, it is on MSTR. Back over 130. We have room up to 132, my beauties, and 134 on MSTR. Woo-hoo. Hello, Kurt. You like that one, Kurt? Shelley Stringer. Christopher John. Yes, it is. Let's do a little more. I love this little tiny Danny in love. So cute. Cuckoo cacas. Look at that. Cuckoo cuckoos. Cuckoo cuckoos. Where is it? It doesn't pop up? They don't make it pop up? That's what she said. Stevie B, Christopher, thank you. It doesn't pop up on here. What the mean? I didn't make the app, folks. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Berkshire coming up. A little Berkshire. Right now, we are in Berkshire, a neutral state. We're in a bullish neutral state here. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Berkshire. Let's mark these out. All right, as we pull this back, we got the novice gap here. So don't short this at the open. All right, wait till you get narrow. Then you could have fun shorting if you so choose. Then you'll have room down to 493. This will be major support to the downside, okay? Right now, you got support here at 497. You'll have room back up to $500 and 503. You think SPY's going to the moon? Nothing goes to the moon. All right? All right. NBIS. Right now, we are in a bearish neutral state here on NBIS. We are in position 2, the start of 2. Crazy, my baby. All right, NBIS to the moon. Back over 92.50. Whoops, wrong one. You got room up to $100. You see this right up here on NBIS? $100 is major resistance. All right, $100 major resistance. Right now, you are in position dose to the downside. You got room down to $80 and $73.50. Gold VVV traders, join now for free so we could suck you in and then try to get $1,000 out of you. And then once you're in, we'll try to get another $1,000 from you. Come lose with us if you so choose. We have amazing signals. You must not be doing too good coming in here, right, huh? PLTR, let's go. Bump, 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 bump. We are in a narrow state on PLTR. We are in position 2. You got room up to 145.50 and then 146 on PLTR. Under 134, we got room down to 126. You know what those people remind me of that come in here like that? They remind me of when you get the phone call. Yes, your warranty is running out. Yeah, you want to buy a new amazing warranty? We will build your car for you from scratch and make it brand new. For a little warranty, just give us your credit card number and your social security. KOLD. The old warranty. I mess with them. Should I record it one time and post it? I have fun with those people. Even my wife is dying on the floor. We are in a narrow state on KOLD. Yes, it is. We are in position 2 to the downside on KOLD. I think I'm going to record it for you guys. I'll probably get one today. I get about one a day. All right, here we go. KOLD. Narrow position 2. You are coming into support, my beauties. $21, okay? $21 to the downside here on KOLD. You got room back up to $23. I know they fall for it. How? How do you fall for that, guys? Thank you, K. Braden. Zen Method. Jules swims. Yes, it is. Thank you, guys. We're going to do a little roses, okay? A little rose love. Feels good to do a little roses. Baba, you got it, Frank Z. You got it, my brother. A little Baba for the Frankaroonie. The Frank man. All right, I'm Baba. We are narrow, Mr. Frank. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Baba. Hello, my Babas. Bam, bam, bam. All right, Frank. Right now, you are coming into support. 139, Frank. That's your first level of support. You are in a narrow state. So under this with a retest, you do have room down to 133 and 129, all right? You got room back up, Mr. Frank, up to 143.40. Above the whip zone of 144, you have room up to 147 and 151. Good morning, Jerry Godwin. How are you? How you doing, Mr. Jerry Godwin? Good to see us. Good to see us. Sure. There's that phone again. JL Haba, Stevie B, Johnny is. This song would be so good if they took that ringing phone out. Right? You hear it like every 30 seconds. See? There it is again. Listen. There it is again. Apple. Here it comes. That phone's constantly ringing. Pick up that phone, Usher. Pick up that phone. Apple. Listen. Why? I bet you didn't notice it until I just said it, right? Now it's going to bother the hell out of you like it bothers me. All right, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 1. You got room down to 258 and 256. Back over 271. You got room up to 276 and 281. It's constantly ringing. I feel like this song is for me. Because every time I call people, they never pick up the phone. So their phone must but then they'll text you like 10 seconds after you hang up. You call them, you hang up, they didn't answer. Oh, hi. What's up, Voss? Why didn't you pick up the phone? So basically, you just insulted me. You said, I'm not taking his call, but I'll text him. Don't let your children do that to you. Take those phones away. All right, here we go. Tesla. Right now, we are narrow on Tesla. We are in position 2. You're coming into support at these two levels right here. 388 and 383. Okay, so mark that down. Mark these down. You got room back up to 398.52. Above 407.63, you have room up to 419 on Tesla. There it is again. Danik, what are you trying to say over there? Are you trying to create a new alphabet here? What's happened? Are we doing a new alphabet? ASTS. Oh, what's happening over there? All right now we are in a narrow state on ASTS. Yes, it is. Back over 79.57. We have room up to 82.50 and $89. on ASTS. Right now, you're in position 1. Boom! You got room down to $69 on ASTS. Striker! Bill Boyle! Let's go, baby! TEMS AI. TEM. You got it, my brothers and my sisters. Let's see what we got. Hey, hey, hey. We are in a neutral state here on TEM. We are neutral. We are in position 2 to the downside on TEM. Okay, above 53.32, you have room up to $56 and $59 here on a little TEM. Right now to the downside, you are in position 2. You got room down to $49 on TEM. Yes. Let's finish those roses. We're at 205,000 likes. Yo, keep tapping my beauties. IWM. IWM. All right, you're in a narrow state on IWM. You're way down there, position 2. You got room down to 255. 255 will be your first level of support level here on IWM. Back over 258 with a retest, you'll have room up to 260. 260. Back over the whip zone of 262. Don't trade into the whole number. You'll have room up to 264. Just so you know, traders, you see this level here on IWM? You see this right here between 264 and 263? This entire thing is resistance. Resistance isn't just this little skinny line, okay? Resistance is like ropes on a ring. This is resistance, okay? So when you're trying to go long into this right here, 263, you're like, well, I got room to 263.50 and 264. No, you don't. You're just getting eaten up here, okay? All right, my beauties. Let's do a little roll call. Are we ready for roll call? Who is ready? Are we ready? Keep tapping us all the way, baby. Zen Method, Adorable Dude, Bill Boyle, Striker, JL Haba, Stevie B, John, Norman B, Sierra K. Braden, Jules is swimming, Stevie B, Bill Boyle, Christopher Miller, Shelley Stringer, Taro, ZNE, Mr. Dave, there he is, GPS, Marcus, Rev, Pablo, Marcus, Mr. D. What you talking about, Willis? Pablo, Paulo, JL Haba, 5233, Michelle, Mabel, Swanee, Alex Diaz, Adorable Dead, Jay Gilbert, Hammer, the #1 Republican, Sierra, Daniela Yulina, John McGorvey, C. Carrot, Jessica Pylock, Trinity, woo! Papa Yoda, Mike S., Pop, there he is, Rasmin World, Mr. SLG, Life Wonders, JDM, Powder, Jade, Mike Spencer, Sue, Felicia, User, Andrew the Believer, and Christopher Miller, the first gifter of the day. Yes, it is. Thank you, everyone, for those amazing donations. Much, much appreciated. Okay? Remember, it is Monday. You want to take things slow today. When you hear the bell, let's not just jump in on something. You're going to lose. The VIP is open. The LINK is in the BIO. Come join us. Come learn how to trade. You will learn a lot this week than you know today. Okay? I love you all. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today. Be nice. and we'll see you soon. VIP, we'll see you in the chat here in about 3 minutes. That's away 220,000 likes. Let's go, baby. Why is gold falling? Because it's almost St. Patrick's Day. You're going to get lucky. Lucky charms. Yes, you're going to get lucky. Lucky.